Good morning and thanks for waking up with us. It's Tuesday, July 3rd. I'm Lauren Barnes.
I'm Joe Moreno. Thank you for joining us as you get moving on this Tuesday morning. Not too bad of weather, as Beth was telling us before. Just last week was so bad. Right?
I know. I don't even know if it's the fact that it's not that bad right now. I just think you're right. It's that last week was so hot. Those feels likes in the 110, close to 115. It feels okay now.
Welcome relief for a little bit. At least that's what we can kind of say that. Beth Finello's in the weather lab. She's got your forecast first.
Yeah, just for a little bit. I think the heat returns in a few days, but then we'll get a little bit of relief this weekend and into the beginning of next week, too, so that'll be really great. In terms of visibility today, Rolla, Fort Wood, West Plains, we do have some patchy fog out there, so I'd leave a couple extra minutes for your morning commute. We do have a heat advisory for today for counties just to the west here. We got Stockton and Nevada and Clinton as well. That starts at noon today, and that is in effect until 8 p.m. tonight. For the rest of the counties, it's just going to be another warm day. Temperatures right now in Springfield, 78. Dew point, it's 71, and that's how it is across much of the Ozarks. Temperatures in the middle 70s to upper 70s, but these dew points are what's making it feel very muggy and very soupy out there, already in the upper to middle 70s, oppressive on our muggy meter. That's how it's going to stick around through the rest of today. We do have some relief, like I said. I'll have more on that coming up in my full forecast coming up in just a little bit.
Start this morning with a follow-up story for you. It's been a month and a half since we told you authorities in Dallas County were investigating the death of a 2-year-old child. Now we have information about a suspect in Kinsley Kilgore's death. The Greene County Sheriff's Department shared in a Facebook post that Kenneth Davis has been charged for abusing an 8-year-old child. Davis is being held in the Greene County Jail on 7 counts of abuse or neglect of a child. Those are felony charges. Kilgore died in mid-May after she was taken to a hospital in Springfield from her home in Buffalo.
The charges Davis faces right now are not connected to the Kilgore death, but those charges could soon be coming. Greene County prosecuting attorney Dan Patterson says that Davis is a suspect in the death of 2-year-old Kinsley Kilgore. According to the probable cause statement, the charges facing Kenneth Davis now involve a girl found with visible bruising on her face, around her eyes, swollen and bloody lips, as well as clumps of hair missing. Davis explained the injuries in the PC statement, saying the missing hair was from when he noticed a tick on her head and pulled it out. Davis also claims the other injuries were from accidents the 8-year-old caused herself by falling. He insisted he did not hit her, but later admitted he accidentally did across her face. Color 10 spoke with the Victim Center to talk about the long-term effects of child abuse.
In general, some of the signs long-term of child abuse can be things like eating disorders, depression, anxiety, difficulty making healthy decisions for themselves in terms of building healthy relationships.
Now back to Kilgore's case. Family members say it is possible that Davis had something to do with it and are now expressing anger toward authorities who did not make an arrest sooner.
I'm very disgusted with this entire situation. Something should have been done a long time ago to give justice to Kinsley. If this Kenneth Davis was locked up like he should have been in the first place, he wouldn't have hurt this other precious little child. This is getting ridiculous.
Injustice going on 2 months now. It's just hard day by day.
I'm glad Greene County is finally did something about him hurting another child.
We did try calling the Dallas County Sheriff's Office as well, but they said no one there was available to speak about it. We will be following this case and bring you those updates as they become available.
Some more local news now. For the past year, residents in one North Springfield neighborhood have been complaining about a nuisance house where they believe squatters are living. Lately, they say the problem has been getting worse. For more than a year, complaints to the city have been made about squatters and everything that comes with them. Neighbors say it's legal for the house to not have running water or electricity, but as a result, it's attracting unwelcome guests. The neighbor who is complaining about the issue is concerned about retaliation, so we won't be identifying him or the specific location of that home.
Say anything to the city, please do more to help clean up this type of mess. It's ridiculous and out of control.
The city is scheduled to clean the home on July 15th. Color 10 tried contacting the property owner but was unable to reach them. As for the squatting, Color 10 was told it's a police issue, but they were unavailable yesterday for comment.
Well, the Ozarks is feeling the heat, we know that, but we're not alone here. Much of the country actually is dealing with temperatures that are higher than normal, along with that oppressive humidity. A doctor from the Rush Medical Center in Chicago says heat illness can sneak up on you and share some signs you shouldn't ignore this summer.
So some signs of dehydration, if you feel parched, feel excessive thirst, feel like you're not sweating as much as you should be while you're outside. These are all signs that you are becoming dehydrated and that you are especially vulnerable to heat illness. Same thing applies to children. Not sweating, not making...
She also reminds us cars can heat up very quickly, so do not leave kids or pets in a car even for a minute. That's where that phrase "look before you lock" comes into play. A few things parents can do to ensure summer safety: plan your kids' activities in the morning or evening if possible, and make sure they begin drinking water a few hours before heading outside to get a jump start on hydration.
You're right to know this morning, the Dade County deputy sergeant who shot a man during a confrontation in late May has been cleared to return to duty. The Dade County Sheriff's Department tells us the sergeant was responding to reports of a man threatening to kill himself and holding another person and several children hostage. The Sheriff's Department says the man, William Hamilton, confronted the sergeant with a knife and continued to charge at him even after the sergeant used a taser. That's when the sergeant shot and killed Hamilton. Investigators with the Lawrence County Sheriff's Department determined the sergeant was clear to return to work.
Moving to a traffic alert this morning that will affect drivers in southwest Springfield. Beginning Monday, a portion of Scenic Avenue will be closed for about 2 weeks. It's all part of the Scenic Avenue Sidewalk project. Crews will close Scenic Avenue between Battlefield Road and Seminole Street beginning next Monday, July 9th. It will open back up for the weekend and then close again the following week. This project will bring a new sidewalk and more pedestrian and bike paths to that area.